What's going on, guys? 8-Bit Good 79 here, and today we're going to do an unboxing and review of two controllers, two Sega Genesis controllers to be exact, made by Retrobit and licensed by Sega. Let's get these to the table and check them out. Alright guys, so you can see here we got the two controllers here on the table to take a look at. We've got the standard regular Genesis controller, work on anything that uses a Genesis port. And then I got the USB version here, which I got this because I already pre-ordered the Genesis Mini, and this is a 6-button controller. They say it's going to work on it, but I'm sure any USB controller is going to probably work on it for the most part. But figured it'd be nice to have a licensed USB controller to play on that. So we're going to take a quick look at the boxes here. It's very nice retro style kind of box on here. It's kind of almost like what I remember back in the day when the controllers came out originally. So very reminiscent of that here. This is the USB one. So I got the clear blue and the USB for one is the only one that was available, not sold out when they had the lightning deal on them. So I had to go with that. But then when this one came up, I went with the standard black. That way I kind of have one of each, because those are the only two colors it comes in. So let's pop this open. You know what? I'm probably just going to open up the one on camera because it's going to be the same. The only difference is going to be the color of the controller and the color of the controller and the port on it, to where it plugs in. So here we'll open this up, get in there. Okay, pop this open. And that's all that's in the box, because it's a wired controller, so there's not going to be no USB charging cable or anything. So here it is. That feels really good. Take a look at that there. The standard Genesis port. Got your 6 buttons, your directional, your mode button. Start. It feels really good. This is nice. It feels like the real deal. Alright, so I said I wasn't going to open it, but you know what? Let's go ahead. It didn't take too long to do. So, scissors here. We'll open up this one as well. Now I was trying to find my original 6-button controller. I couldn't find it for some reason. Let's see. But to do a comparison, but I can tell you it feels pretty legit from what I remember. So here's the USB one. We can try this out on my Raspberry Pi as a test. See how it goes. But see, this one's got a mode button here, start, and it's got a left and right trigger up here actually. So you could use this to play like Super Nintendo games on the Pi or an emulator on the PC or something. So that's pretty cool, and it looks like a good length of cord. I might have to measure that. I don't think I saw what it was on the box, but I would say that's a decent amount of cord on both of them, which is great. Of course, nowadays we're farther away from our TVs than we were, so that's really good. So that's the two controllers there. Let's put them through their paces and check them out. Alright everyone, so here I actually tracked down and found my original Genesis 6-button controller here, so we can do a comparison. So this one here, that's not, the wire's not wrapped up, is the old original. And this is the new one here. And you can see they look exactly alike. And if you line them up, they're the same size. same thickness, and they feel exactly the same weight. The buttons, now on the original one, these are a little smooth, a little tiny bit mushier. Sorry, out of focus, I mean out of camera here. And then this one here feels a little more clickier, but it feels better, and it's probably just because it's so much newer. The D-pad is exactly, it's a little more tighter, I would say. Feels actually, I like it a lot more. Start button is exactly the same, and the mode button up here. But I would say it's a pretty good match for match of the original. Even down to the end, they're very similar. It's got a longer cord than the original as well. So, okay, so now let's run it through its paces. Alright guys, so here I am using the new controller. I played a little bit with the original one. I did that kind of off camera to save time, just to get familiar with the feel of it, of course. And now I'm using the new Retrobit, and we're going to see how it feels. Starting off here with a little Twin Cobra. This is a difficult game. I'm thinking of streaming this soon. Don't expect any no death run of it, but right now the controller feels pretty much dead on like the original. I'm not feeling too much of a difference. We'll try some other kind of games out here, a different type of game, but for now this feels really good. Because this game right now is on auto fire, so I'm just holding the button down. Here we'll try a bomb. Yeah, alright. Another weapon upgrade. Yeah, this feels just like the original one. It might feel a little bit better, probably because it's new, where the other one's been pretty worn in. But, you know, the old one felt just fine as well, so. Alright. There. Alright, let's try a different game. Alright. Here's a classic. One of my favorite all-time beat-em-ups. Gotta go with Axel. Oh yeah. Yeah, that feels good. Try a jump kick. There we go. Up, down. Special move. Yeah. Yeah. Regular jump kick. Yep. You know, I watch a lot of people play this game, and I see them not knowing the tip when an enemy, I don't know if I can get one to do it, but when an enemy throws you, if you press up in the jump button just before you're gonna hit the ground, you'll land on your feet and won't take damage. It like pains me every time I watch somebody's play through or run and I see them getting tossed around and they're not doing that tip or that trick. I don't know. If I can get somebody to throw me or something. I don't know if these guys throw. It's usually the bosses that do a lot of the throwing, but I'll have to stream this sometime and show that. Yeah. Again, you get thrown. Press up and jump, and you'll land on your feet. But we're here to talk about the controller, which is working just great as the other one, as the original did with this game. So let's move on and try another game. Alright, so we tried a shooter, we tried a beat 'em up, let's try a platformer. We got Castle of Illusion here. I'm just going to skip the story stuff here. Alright. Let's get some apples so we can shoot some enemies here. There we go. Good. Yep. Very responsive. No lag, which shouldn't be because it's a wired controller. Whoops, that was me, not the controller. Alright. Oh, me again. Been a while since I played this. Alright. Oh, I'm out of apples. Shoot. Alright. Gotta rely on the platforming skills of Mickey. Alright. Well, platforming is good with the controller. I would say that this controller gets a pass. Yeah, so this controller is great. It feels just like the original 6-button controller that was released back in the day. So if you're in the market for a new 6-button Genesis controller, I would recommend these Retrobits. I'll have links below to Amazon to both the USB one and the wired Genesis one here. I didn't do the USB one in this test because it's the same controller, it's just a different end, so it's going to be the same thing. I didn't want to waste time going back and forth on them. But yeah, I definitely highly recommend these. Check them out. They might go on a lightning deal again. I think they're 20 bucks normally. I got them for 15 or something like that. It was like a lightning deal. So definitely check them out if you're in the market for a new Genesis controller. Oh, and I'm wearing Linda, aka the Gamer Girl's shirt here. I'll have her link down below as well. If you check out her channel, some good stuff on there as well. And you can get some awesome merch as well. So till the next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video.